Hey everyone, and welcome back to a very special episode of Inkkery. We have loads of Set 11 Winter Spell news and reveals to talk about, including a very interesting Moana card. James, what did you make of all the news, and what are you most excited for about what we saw?
Uh, uh, look, everybody. Chris said this is the question he's going to ask me, and I buckled under pressure then, and I'm buckling under pressure right now because I'm still like with what's been shown. I'm still not like convinced yet, if that makes any sense. I think the legendaries are really cool and like a good step in the right direction in terms of Moana's ability. But we'll talk about it in a second. However, I still need my boxes ticked for IPs being headstrong, but I'm low key excited for the Incredibles and Jack in set 12.
Well, that's the set. That's the set after. I'm also very excited about that.
Yeah.
I think you might be getting your synergies, your themes. I think
Yeah.
we're looking like it. I think there's going to be lots of alien stuff, and I think
Yep.
there's going to be loads of new Pocahontas cards.
Yep.
You would assume, being a new IP. But as for this Moana, we're going to start off talking about Moana.
Yep.
What do you think of this ability? Because it's a very interesting one. That's going to be. I think it's going to take some getting used to potentially because it's a new keyword.
Yeah, so I think they said on the little conference thingy bobby, cast, that this is how they're going to phrase playing like additional ink, just calling it you can play ink rather than additional inking and inkwell and stuff like that. I like the fact that it adds another layer to the game. Hopefully, this is not the first and last time you get to use the discard like this, but now using the discard as a resource I think you said earlier that it kind of sometimes does that, but doing it more makes the game a little have more depth to the game because a lot of other TCGs uses the discard. Some TCGs will have a whole game plan using the discard. So it'd be cool if you want to dump things, to add things, to play ink. I think it's cool in that respect. I don't know how powerful she's going to be and how important she's going to be. Because I think when we read Daisy Duck last set, everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, this is like the best card."
Just not used at all. Yeah,
Yeah,
I see what you're saying there. But I really like what you're saying. I think we definitely are going to be using the discard more going forward in
yeah,
Lorcana for many sets to come. They're just going to keep kind of expanding on what we can and can't do. And when I saw this card, I immediately got very excited for the Stitch Experiment 626
yeah.
because that has. I'm going to bring it up on the screen now so people can see it. But just being able to kind of work with your hand, your ink, your discard all in one and kind of do different things at the start of your turn, I think it's really cool going forward. And I like the idea of Amber Sapphire with this card as well. And just having lots of discard stuff going on because you could have like Black Cauldron moving things from your discard, you could be inking from your discard, you could be bringing Lilo's back from your discard, Stitches back from your discard. There's lots of fun things that we can definitely experiment with going into this new set.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask you about with Moana and what people might be thinking about in regards to her is how she's going to work with existing cards like Sail the Azurite Sea, Tipo, Cinderella, all of these inking cards.
Yeah.
How is Moana gonna work with those?
I think in the lore cast they will talk about sail, and the fact that you can. So sail's like similar to the chapter one bell where it says additional. You can play additional ink. So it's messing around with the actual mechanic of the inking phase or stage in your turn. So
Yeah.
it's not a replacement effect. It's an additional effect, additional ink step. So you will be able to use sail is additional and use Moana together. So if you play sail, you've got Moana on the board. You can use the additional ink from discard. However, Cinderella Ballroom Sensation, or is that the other one? Is that chapter 2?
No, it's
The other one.
Dream Come True.
Dream Come True.
Dream Come True.
That and Tipo, they're not like inking phases steps. They are like
Correct,
card
yeah.
effects. So you won't be able to trigger Moana's effect, which is good because Cinderella and Moana
Very
being
good.
on board would be the most broken thing in the world because you could
That
just
would
go
be very scary
ink
if they
draw.
work together. But
Yeah.
luckily they don't.
Yeah.
We've had it confirmed that they don't.
Yeah.
And less used card, much less used than Tipo and Cindy, is the Dual Link Hey Hey, which I immediately thought, like, oh my god, if we can like put all of the cards from our discard into the Inkwell as well as our hand with Hey Hey, that would be crazy ramp. But
Yeah.
yeah, doesn't work. It's just Sail for now that works with Moana. And
Yeah.
of course, you can just use her ability as normal and not ink the card from your hand and instead use a card from your discard, which I like a lot.
There are two things I wanted to say about Moana. First of all, Ink Geyser probably won't see play, but the fact that you kind of like decide a better card to ink, because usually when you're inking, you're inking cards that are not important, right? Ink Geyser, you're putting cards from discard back into the Inkwell, and then Ink Geyser can potentially pick those cards up, which is kind of a bit of a stretch. I don't think it's that important. But do you remember Dale, the mischievous ranger? Do you remember that one?
Yes, yeah, I know Dale,
Yeah. You can like mill the top 3 cards of your deck into your discard. Give an chosen character. So even your own stuff, -3 until the start of your next turn. -3 strength. So mill synergy, which is cool. Maybe cards
cool.
maybe cards like the Queen that can go sideways and spin cards back from discard back into the deck might be a cool out to Moana to stop people from inking, but I think that's also a massive stretch. If we see it,
that might be a stretch. In fact, that is a stretch.
yeah,
But that is cool.
Yeah.
And I do think that Moana is really interesting. And without doubt, we're gonna get cards within the set that we haven't seen yet that will work with Moana in some way.
well,
It just has to be.
Anna does. So the new legendary Anna, if you've got, let's say, Moana down and the 3-drop Anna that exerts something, or any of the Annas really, you can play an ink from your discard because of Moana, and then shift 0 the Anna, the new legendary Anna. So free shift.
Wow, yes. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I've got the driest throat in the world. Yeah, I think when they brought out an Anna, I was like, okay, there might be some discard synergy here, and there is. That's cool.
Yeah, and that sounds pretty good.
It sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty good. Right, let's move on to another, the other iconic for the set that we've had revealed, and that's Pocahontas.
Yep.
What do you think of this one?
Dangerous.
Dangerously good?
Dangerously good if you're playing dogs, because shift 3 quite early, especially on a dog board, is quite good. You don't really challenge unless you're playing like the tramp to boost some strength, to get rid of some problems. But because that deck doesn't really challenge, you can just make yourself indestructible for a turn. Yeah.
For this card to be dangerous, I think there has to be a very good shift target.
Yep. One drop.
Either a 1-drop or a 2-drop that does something good, like maybe has a similar ability, but obviously like maybe one character can't challenge, so a bit like a John Silver.
Yep.
Or what else does that? When Will My Life Begin? Does that do that? Maybe. But yeah, I do like the card. I think, like you said, it'll work very well with dogs, and much like Moana, there's going to be cards in the set, probably Pocahontas cards, the movie Pocahontas, that will synergize with this in some way.
Really?
Very
Do you
excited.
think? I don't think that will. I think,
of course.
No, I think this is just a one-off. I think it's a powerful legendary because, yeah, and also I think it's kind of balanced. I'm just going from point to point here. It kind of like balances the fact that it has to be shifted to get this effect. So it means it's just ink in your hand at some point in the game. It's not gonna be good. But is this a turn 3 under the sea? Potential. because of the five costs.
1, 2. Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you could
Wow,
sing Under the Sea by shifting that.
dog mirror match. That's pretty good.
Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not turn 3 unless you put an Amber Singer down, because you'd have to shift on your
I thought Under the
1 or
Sea
2
was
drop.
a 8/7 drop. No, is it 8 drop?
Yeah, it's 8. But
Oh, okay.
obviously, like, you can use, I don't know, Troubadour, Ursula,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
shift on the 1 drop if there's a 1 drop Pocahontas. But
Well,
yeah.
you can't do that because Troubadour's is a dual link. So yeah, you'd have to
And
play Ursa. Yeah.
I'm not sure how good that would be anyway, because when you play Pocahontas, obviously the benefit of that is nothing can challenge, and if you're underseeing them, it kind of
Yeah, it's double whammy, isn't it?
it nullifies itself.
Yeah, I like the art. I like this. I like the IP. I can't really remember too much of the story. Maybe I think what's really cool about Locana is it makes you go back and watch stuff that you haven't seen before or haven't seen in a very long time. And I remember as a kid, I saw Pocahontas quite a bit. So yeah, so like even like set 9 with Fabled, watched all the Max Goof stuff and Goofy. So this will definitely get people to go and watch Pocahontas again and relive the experience, which is pretty cool.
That is cool. And another thing that's cool is we also got the Set 11 promo, the Set Champs promo, which is Tinkerbell Snowflake Collector. What do you think of this one? Because when I saw it, I was a little. It's cool, but I was
Yeah.
a little bit underwhelmed, and it might be another Set Champs promo that maybe doesn't see play.
Yeah, I think I think there's better turn 3 cards, and then if you play Blurple, you don't play 3 drops. So it's one of those things. I don't like the yellow border on the card, the bottom.
Do you not? I think it's
No,
quite cool.
I think it doesn't really like. I don't know if you've seen the gift art ones, like the Tinkerbell and the Lilo Stitch one. They just don't blend very well. I don't like that. I wish it was like all like the purple and greens. It's trying to do like the whole card. I do like the art. It's a card that I want to win and get a few copies of because of how cool the art is. I like the effects.
That's a good point. It's better than Daisy in that regard, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool looking card. Sorry if I'm looking down on my camera. I'm like looking down on my phone. I think it's cool. I think the effects where it's like it's worrying about your hand size, which is good. Chunky hand size though, because yeah, by the time you got
I
7,
think it's asking a lot.
yeah, you're questing for 4 with an evasive character, which is like that's really cool. But I just don't. If we kind of can't put it in the current meta, and then we have a whole new set of cards coming out, I won't see play because there will be better options. Like I'd rather play Pete, I'd rather play Lexington in my still Amethyst decks, and then Blurple just doesn't play 3 drops, I don't think, other than some songs. Maybe yeah, I think there's better cards for Amber Amethyst as well. So yeah, cool. It's a cool looking card.
Not the most relevant tags, is it? Ally Fairy.
Yeah, yeah. Ally is pretty bonkers, but only for 2 colors. So it's like fixed in those 2 colors.
Yeah, but yeah, 7 cards in hand, free lore. How often are you going to have 7 cards in hand?
Yeah, you'd rather it. The only time you have a 7 cards in your hand is if you're like winning and you're like about like
you've already won.
You've already won.
Exactly. It's a win more card. It actually might just be that. It's a win more card.
Yeah.
But like you said, very pretty, and everyone's gonna at least want to get them.
It's Tinkerbell. Like all Tinkerbell cards are cool. So
I can imagine the champion mats gonna look pretty good for this.
Did not think
we
about
haven't seen that yet.
Did not think about that. I will want one of those. I'll try and get. I'll go for the playmat for sure.
Alrighty, so the main thing that we both wanted to talk about, which is pretty cool, is the Elsa location stuff that's happening. So I'm going to bring up some of these cards now and we can talk about them. Was there one that you wanted to start with?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just start with the main boss girl, I suppose.
The legendary, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so Elsa Ice Artisan, 6 cost Ink Ball 5/5. Hero, Queen, Sorcerer, shifts for 4, quest for 1, And when you play this character, and whenever you play a location, you may exert chosen character with 3 strength or less, and she has the ability while this character's at a location, she gets +3 law. Pretty
Yeah.
nice. I don't mind it.
I think it's really good. It does. This is like ticking boxes for what legendary should be.
hmm
The fact that it can find another way to get more lore is cool. I think it's like a little bit of a bonus. But like, you know, the fact that it says whenever you play a location and the character itself is so good.
Exactly.
Because like once
It's an additional thing you can
yeah,
keep. Yeah, you're
once
right.
once
That's
once
what
once
makes
it's
it good.
once it's played itself, it's now not you know, like Hades, you know, the purple Hades 3/4. It's like after it's played, it's like, okay, wait, what can this sing things? Can it do like damage, so then it can use Cheshire ability to move damage? With this, it's just constant threat now, because locations will be just being spammed on the board and making things go sideways, which keeps in theme with Elsa cards, which is cool. Yeah, weird it's
Well,
red, but yeah.
you might be, I might be stealing your thunder here, but
Yep.
have you seen Elsa's Ice Palace from set 5?
Can't remember. It was the
Okay,
promo card,
so
wasn't it? For
basically,
champs?
it's a free cost location, and when you
Yeah.
play it, chosen exerted character, which Elsa would have already exerted if
Stays
it wasn't
frozen,
already,
yeah.
stays frozen until Elsa's Ice Palace is banished.
Yeah. Lockdown.
So I really like that. I think that's cool. So maybe Amethyst Ruby locations could be a thing.
It's also a hero, so Hercules synergy, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because you could you could shift this early before Hercules comes down. But yeah, I think I really like the cards. I'm excited to see what kind of locations come up for the set, especially with the keyword of boost from last set saying that cards will be boosted from like location cards will be boosted, and we haven't seen that yet. We still haven't seen that yet.
No, we're bound to at one point. Surely one of the locations in this set's going to have boost, you would think.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be an Elsa card.
But yeah, so they've brought out a purple location, the Frozen Vine one, which is really, really good when this location is banished. If there's an exerted character here, return this card from your discard to your hand. Like
good.
It has 2 lore. I think that's what makes everything stand out a little bit, that passive lore. Luckily, it's not too high defense, so it can be taken out quite easily.
Only costs 1 to move. So if you play this and then moved a character to it straight away in the same turn, usually what we have with locations is, oh, brilliant, you know, I've got this location that has X effect, like, I don't know, the library, for example. So instead, your opponent's not going to let you draw that card with the library, so they banish library instead first.
Yeah.
Where you can't do that with this. Well, you can, but it's got the value from being targeted before the character, which I really like.
I think it's really good that this is purple and Elsa's red, because this in like a ramp deck, like a Blurple deck, would be really, really good if Elsa was purple. Because this also bounces from discard to hand, so this could make the Ana shift for 0. This could also become ink if you need it, and then like the middle bit between mid and late game, putting down a location that gets you 2 lore. It's just like, yeah, it's really cool. So this card could potentially like loop quite well. It could turn into ink. It could turn into passive lore, and put pressure on your opponent. So it's a really, really cool card. And one of the reasons why I'm upset about all of this is 2 other support cards. Well, I guess Winterspell, which is so cool. The fact that there's a card after the set name is a steel card. So can you just help me out here, please? Why?
Well, why is it steel? I honestly, I couldn't tell you. Obviously, I like this card because it excites me for what green steel location decks could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is slightly annoying. It's not seemingly working. I mean, you could make a Ruby steel location deck.
I guess your point's valid. All right, Emerald Steel, cool. But like, if you're bringing out a new set, just like give love to the certain matchups you want to do and certain colorways you want to do. Because I remember the Dual Ink set coming out, like set 6 or 7. Sorry, I just did the meme. My bad.
Oh God.
A lot of the Dual Ink colors just focused on being together, and so yeah, it's just another one of those things. Because you go over to there's like a song. There's a couple of songs. One's red and one's green. No, there's an action.
Yeah, let's talk about the red Elsa song. The cold never bothered me.
The cold never bothered me anyway. Oh, sorry. I've got on my phone. I've got the Elsa 3-drop. When you play this character, you may pay 2 less for the next location you play this turn, which is bonkers because then you can potentially just play for one the new purple location. But yeah, for some weird reason, right? Elsa is in every single set, and now people want locations. Jen really wants locations, and all of a sudden, Elsa is just doing all the location stuff when it could have been somebody else, right? You know, someone else. Take some of the spotlight.
Who would you like it to have been?
The thing is,
probably Jim Hawkins. Actually, do you remember the Jim Hawkins location decks?
Of course, that was what Jen made herself famous for. But you're right. You're right.
That would have been nice. Bring that card back, maybe, or like a similar thing.
Yeah, I'm hating right now. So sorry, everybody.
You're salty.
I'm salty. The thing is, though, I know we're probably going ahead a little bit. I think we're going to have to make decks that might have to deal with locations, like deal with locations. So location outs. Yeah, well, I will. Every night I'm playing Jen, I'm going to have some way. I'm just going to lose.
Yeah,
I'm going to lose.
I've not seen enough yet for me to think, oh right, yeah, this could end up being in our metagame. Well, I think they're cool cards.
Oh, I think the fact that like Get to Safety is a card, and Sugar Rush, and the cold never bothered me. Like,
okay,
I lost against Speedway the other day. Get to Safety was bonkers.
Do you have the cold never bothered me in front of you right now?
Yep.
Do you want to read it for everybody?
Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a location card and put it into your hand. Then put the rest in your discard, which is pretty cheeky because if you've got Moana, then you've just loaded up some discard stuff. Referring to Moana, the new one. You may pay 3 less. You can just pay 3 less for the next location you play this turn. You might as well just say you play a location for free, but it's pretty good. This is a really good card. Wow. I like this card.
Okay, yeah. How many do you think you're going to see a location in the top 4 cards of your deck usually? Like, how many locations are you going to need in your deck for that to be?
When I'm playing Jack, I'm going to have 26 locations in my deck.
Oh right, yeah, of course, Jack. Right, we'll bring Jack up right now.
No, but he said 12.
He is but we'll bring him up now just because we're talking about him.
Yeah,
it's a set 12 card. So when this does happen, yeah, Ruby locations are probably going to be everywhere because this card can banish a chosen character.
Yeah.
Right? When you, like, at the start of your turn, reveal the top card of or you put the top card of your deck into your discard. If it's a location, banish chosen character. And then he still has cool abilities, even if it's not a location. So I really like Jack. He's cool.
I like that. Jack Forever is going to be just like these random effects that are just really broken. I'm trying to get my head around Elsa Artisan and the cold never bother me anyway. So if you play Elsa, you exert a character, right? So you shift 4, you play that, and then you can sing the cold never bothers me anyway to search for a location. And then even if you don't hit a location and you have a location in hand, you can pay 3 less for the next location. So then you play the next location and then Elsa freezes another card because you've played the location. Which is cool, but then it doesn't like lock the card. So that's exerted. So we need to find ways to like take those cards out. If you had multiple other options in your hand. but there's no way to like move the Elsa to like freeze the vine afterwards unless you've got enough ink, which you might do.
You might do.
You might do. Sorry, I'm just trying to
Sounds
make
pretty
combos.
combo-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I can't wait to build some decks with it, but I'm still being a little bit cautious. I'm
Well,
not sure yet.
if all of you need to go on Card Market to get your location hate out, Goldio Glit is a 3-cost inkable 3/4 that discards location from opponent's hands, and whenever she
Oh, right.
quests, you may put a location card from chosen player's discard at the bottom of the deck to gain 1 lore. So they can gain lore for you. You can discard their hand, and you it's like kind of a little out to locations coming back through get to safety, and potentially being ink from Moana. So Goldie's gonna be better. Let's go.
Okay. I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I don't know if I want to joke, because obviously Jen's gonna be really happy and like gonna do some good stuff with it. But like,
Yeah,
you don't want
make it work.
You don't want locations meta, do you? Like that's not a game, right?
Well, it's like items was for ages.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it
it's
wasn't
like
ages, but
you just need to I think maybe we need to start looking at rush cards then. Um, yeah, get some rushes
there
out.
aren't many rush cards anymore. They all got rotated out. There's that red Goofy, but yeah. Anyway, we should move on. Let's talk about some other set 11 reveals, and that's we've got all sorts of as you would expect with Stitch and Angel being on the front cover of Winter Spell.
Yep.
We've got lots of aliens and lots of Lilo and Stitch characters. So let's pull some of these up. Is there any of these that you are particularly excited for?
I'm excited for aliens, and I hope it's a thing because in general, and so this is a good opportunity for Ravensburger to make something that might be IP heavy. Alien might end up just being the detectives of last set, but a 3/3 on a 1-drop was cool, and the fact that it discards a card might help make the Doctor
Circle
Hamps.
of Life decks.
Circle of Life decks. I was thinking more at home because now you're kind of like going against my idea of trying to make IPs stick.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's totally valid. Like as a Circle of Life deck. Yeah, Doctor Hansterville stamp. Yeah, so you can play him for 1 ink less, depending on how many cards are in the discard. But now my brain is going, is this better than Mulan?
With Mulan, you don't go down a card. Whereas Gantu, you're obviously losing it. You're just straight up losing a card from your hand. Whereas with Mulan and Bobby Zimmerowski, for example, you're just staying neutral. So
yeah,
Gantu does have a big downside, and the trade-off is free body. It's pretty good. Whether or not I'd play this over a Mulan, I'm not sure.
It dumps Stitch. So that's pretty good. Blue Stitch you're talking about.
Oh yeah, the blue Stitch. Right, yeah. I mean,
yeah, I'm just looking at other aliens, but
okay,
I think it's the thing with Gantu, it needs more in the set to support it, and I think it is there simply because of the Dr. Hamster effect, which just isn't enough. So I think I might be disappointed by that. I do like Ruben. Ruben's a cute little dude, sandwich expert. You can tap him to remove up to 2 damage from chosen character of yours. For each damage you remove, you may pay 1 less for the next character you have in play this turn. So it's a inkable 2-drop with 1/3 stat line. So it's got decent stats, and maybe with your this is a weird stat, isn't it? It's a weird ink drop, isn't it? Because like you might be challenging with your 1-drop, and maybe that 1-drop might be your Gantu, and then you heal it and pay 1 less to play another 1-drop. So maybe Ruben's like a good weird aggro challenger deck card. I don't know. I don't like these slow tap effects, especially on
I do feel like he is a bit slow, and even if you do get to do it, I'm not sure the paying one less for the next character is good enough, because you're almost definitely going to lose this Ruben when you do use his ability.
Yeah, the stats are too high in this game now, so maybe you just play Lantern.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't want to be too kind of pessimistic over these new cards, but I'm just
We've got
remaining
to be
cautious.
honest. We've got to be
Yeah.
honest. We're doing this for the people.
Exactly.
Sorry, I do want to jump back a little bit because I know people will be
Sure.
going mental right now. But
Oh,
we
really?
forgot Freeze the Vine.
Freeze the Vine.
Banish all locations, draw 2 cards, then choose and discard a card. Bonkers
Okay.
card.
Is that cost 4?
Yeah.
Right. Is that set
Emerald.
11 or is that set 12?
Set 11. It's a Elsa climbing.
Oh, of
There's
course,
only
right.
one way to stop this vine. Wait, no, it's full of mixed ink. There's too much. I can't control it. That's the flavor text.
And it's emerald, isn't it? I don't actually have it in front of me, but it's emerald, right?
Yeah, emerald.
Okay.
Four inkable. Banish all locations. Draw 2 cards, then choose and discard a card. So clearly, you don't want to be playing this in your location deck because it will be banishing your locations.
Unless you want
But
your
then
locations banished.
But the funny thing is, if you banish like the other like vine, the purple one we've just seen, it comes back to your hand, so it's quite funny. So if it's got like 3 damage on it, and you know it's going to go next turn, you can just banish it, and if something's exerted on it, you bring it back to hand. You're drawing 2 cards, discarding a card, so you're adding like what 2 cards to your hand from this effect.
Not bad.
I still think Goldie's better than this though. If locations become a problem.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a body.
I don't think they will, for the record. From what we've seen so far.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Is there any other kind of winter spell card? Oh, yes, there wasn't there? White
Some
Rabbit.
promos, couple of promos. White Rabbit. We can be short and sweet with White Rabbit. I think we saw it with Angel, another Stitch card. The key phrase underdog, which is cool. I think it's really important to talk about actually because they have noticed that losing the die roll is rubbish, and so they're trying to find out ways that can help players go second. And you get to play a card that you shouldn't be playing by going second. This one's not that good though, I don't think. What do you think?
I think in the right meta game, it could be pretty good. It is evasive, and we've seen Gift for Hercules, Pegasus being good in the past. So I could see this card maybe in the future being used. However, 50% of the time, he's not good, because 50% of the time you win your die roll, and then he is a 2-cost 2/2 evasive, which we've got better options than him. But it's an interesting. I like him, and I like the fact that what you said, what they're trying to do, maybe get a little bit more aggressive and with helping that player going second, because this isn't it yet.
Yeah, it's good that it's inkable, because if you go first with this card, you want that. Angel's a better card, which was teased ages ago. Sing at 3. Whoa! Yeah. So Angel turn 1, turn 2, sing The Cold Never Bothered Me Anyway, and play a location for free. Oh!
Okay, he's done it. He's cracked it.
And Speedway.
Amber Ruby, Sugar Rush Speedway with Angel and The Cold Never Bothered Me Anyway. You heard it here first, folks. Charlton's cracked the meta. Amber Ruby.
Low key, that's pretty good though, because that's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get my foils.
That's your first
I'm going to buying all the foils on Card Market. Going to blow up the hype and stonks, mate, stonks. Sorry, the last card I want to talk about, I think, is the Eliza, which you can take away because I've talked too much. I'll have a little sip of my drink.
Bear with, I'll bring her up. So Eliza Marza is a promo. We don't know what for yet though, do we? But promo card. She's a free cost, inkable 4/4. Gargoyle Detective. Your character's strength can't be reduced below their printed value, full stop. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand, this character can't ready. So Stone by Day ability, as normal with the gargoyles. But very important, your character's strength can't be reduced below their printed value, which is a new kind of key phrase that I think they mentioned that they were introducing, which is pretty cool. Something we might see going forward.
Yeah, I think the word printed is very similar to like base stats in other games. It's weird seeing that because like the whole idea of printed is like the word printed is so detached from the whole idea of the lore.
Yes, I feel
and like the
unimmersed.
mystery. Yeah, like yeah, printed on your card.
I was
it is
deep,
interesting, isn't
deep
it?
in the lore, and now I've been expelled from it. But it's
Oh, he's been mean to me.
it's a cool card. I like it. I can't think of. I mean, we talked when it was revealed that Della's Moon Lullaby is a card that obviously doesn't work when you've got this card around. There's not.
I think
that
you still
many...
draw though.
What's that, sorry?
Unfortunately, you still draw from that card because yeah, you just can't do the -2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not
sorry,
that many
Carol.
things at the moment that are reducing strength, is there? Not effectively, anyway, that I can think of. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I
Let
know
me
a
know
lot
in
of
the
people
comments.
will talk about the song when it paired up with Under the Sea last set with Emerald Sapphire, and obviously Scrump, your boy Scrump.
The boy scrum. Okay, so let's move on to some set 12 stuff now and start by talking about Mrs. Incredible Super Stretchy.
Super stretchy. I think I can't say much because on paper her effect's like okay. If there is like cool synergy, and I'm praying that the whole Incredibles are just purple red because Jack's red and this is purple. So I hope that is it. But I know it's not going to be it. I know all of them are going to be different colors, but she's okay. I think she's a fun card for the starter deck that she's coming in because I think this is the first set they do double starter decks, so they get 2 decks in one.
Yeah, we'll bring them up on the screen now. This is a new product.
So that's cool, but effect, you know, it's clearly a rare because it does 2 cool things where it gains a lore or gets evasive and it's inkable and has some nice stats. But
when I first saw this one, I immediately thought Ursula or Whisper of Vanessa's just a better card.
that is what I was trying to think of right now. Like 5 drops, what's better? And I think there's quite a few: Elsa, Belle, Ursula.
But saying that, we don't know how important this super tag's going to be in set 12. She's a storyborn super hero.
Yeah.
So that could be and she might have synergies with other Amethyst cards from that set, other Incredibles cards. I noticed that if you look really closely on the this product that we've got on the screen, there's a Frozone on her side of the box. So who knows? Maybe Frozone could be like a dual link Blurple, because that would make sense because he's blue, and Mrs. Incredible's Amethyst. That would be sick.
So I thought the Jack was in the deck, or was that just not?
Wasn't Jack on the other side though? He was on the other side with Buzz.
With Buzz Lightyear. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Didn't know that.
Well, I don't. We don't know for sure. We're just guessing, really, aren't we? But I've just noticed something really interesting that you're gonna like. The Buzz Lightyear on the way. He's an Emerald 4/2, and his secret mission ability reads: whenever you pay 2 ink or less to play a non-character, draw a card, then choose and discard a card. Which may seem like meh at first.
Yeah, you have to put it together.
Emerald Ruby, Elsa Locations with Jack. Elsa, doesn't she let you, or the Elsa song that we were just talking about, lets you play the location for free, or free ink less, right, or something like that. So immediately there, you've got Emerald Ruby synergy. Yes, it's across 2 different franchises, which I know you're not a huge fan of, but that could be a cool deck. And Emerald Ruby's been on the bench for a little while now, so who knows? That could be interesting.
So this is only good if you play. Wait, it says 2 or less though.
Whenever you pay 2 or less, 2 ink or less.
Yeah, so if you play
Oh, so
3,
it's not
yeah.
2 ink or more. Yeah. Okay. So I kind of like misread that then.
So with Elsa, if it
Hmm.
says you can play a location for free, does that still count as like not paying it, or do you have to pay it? That might be a ruling that needs to be spoken about, because if you're playing a location for free and it's a 3 cost,
It
will
says
Buzz
pay 3
trigger?
ink less.
Yeah,
So
but because it's free and you're paying 3 less, and so it's 0, the total is 0. Would Buzz Lightyear's trigger happen whenever you
yeah.
pay 2 or less to play a non-character? So that's a question to Tito and the guys. Lucas.
Yeah. There's also that incredible Discord that the rule book Discord. I don't know if you're in that one. And
No.
we'll have to pitch the question in there. They'll be able to tell us for sure.
Yeah, we've had a question on just like a couple of the sneak peeks for set 12. Yeah, no, these are cool. Pixar's going to be really, really cool. Toy Story. I was thinking just now, what would Woody do? And I think Woody would be like a group hug kind of card and might give like 1/1 or 2/2 stat lines to characters, like buff stats. That's my prediction for Woody,
Oh, I
being like
like
an
it.
amber potential amber card where he's supporting and maybe a support keyword
Hmm.
or ability. But yeah, I think be quite quick here, right, and go to the next thing that's been revealed.
Yeah, sure. What do you want to? What's next?
The Attack of the Vines.
Attack of the Vine. I will bring it up right now. The beautiful artwork. This is incredible. Here we see Monsters Inc. and Up coming to Disney Lorcana.
Up is so sad. I'm like, have you seen that movie recently?
Not recently, but
Oh, it's
yeah,
tough watch.
it's an eye
So
jerker.
obviously we don't really got not much to talk about with this. So I was thinking, what would the Monster Inc. cards do? And I was thinking potentially Sully could be a card that bounces cards back to hand because he
Like scares
scares
them.
them.
Like
Yeah.
it.
Or like Mike Wazowski and Boo could be a passive lore gaining cards because the screams boosts up the energy. So it could
Hmm.
add lore or add bonuses or strengths and or willpower.
I
So
think that the all of the monsters are gonna all feed direct synergy into. I think this is gonna be an item IP, Monsters Inc. And I think you're gonna have your screen canisters and doors, and there's gonna be all
oh
sort. You're gonna have multiple different door cards that do different
yeah.
things. I think that could be really interesting. Oh, actually, doors are probably going to be locations, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then
We're
canisters
just
items.
speculating. Yeah, that could be really cool. I like that. Um,
Or like there's some maybe like the doors can be boosted in a way.
yes, or
Or
opened by
items be
boosting
boosted.
them.
Anyway, we've had a long one. So sorry
Which
everybody.
we've had long days. We're chatting
Yeah.
rubbish, but nah, it's exciting. Monsters Inc. and Up, and one final reveal was that Q4 of 2026, Coco's coming. Oh my God, James, I've just completely forgot that Brave is coming to set 11. Right? Is
Not
that
too bothered, but Coco's way cooler. It's set 11. No, it's set 12. It's set 12.
was it set 12? Brave was.
Yeah.
It's all mixing together, and I'm getting confused now. It's all too exciting. It's almost like they revealed too much at once because my brain is like completely fried, and I wonder if other people are feeling that way.
Well, what's really cool is obviously Supergoof is also like a fan favorite. Jen's like favorite card. She's got like a play set of Supergoof Enchanted.
Oh yeah,
That's
you got
coming
the
as a
map.
play mat, and I
Yes.
remember that the Brave is going to be a play mat, so that's set 12. I've
Very awesome.
asked I've asked somebody about the Cole Never Bothers Me Anyway Buzz Lightyear interaction, and I've
Oh
been
yeah,
left on red.
brilliant.
So I don't know if we want to hang around for that or say
Yeah, we'll just sit
goodbye.
here. No, we'll
Or
just
put it
sit
in the
here and wait.
comments.
Oh yeah, yeah. Leave it in the comments for us. Or are you saying we put it in the comments?
Oh, typing.
Oh, okay. This is exciting.
I
This is
I would say
live.
so. I would say so.
Live typing on Ink Theory. You don't get this with any other podcast, guys. This is
No,
where it
I've
happens.
just got someone on call about rulings. Let's just quickly just think about it. You may pay 3 less for the next action and play this turn, so you can play. If you wanted to play a 4-drop, you just play the 1 ink. And if you want to play a 2-drop, then you just obviously play it for free. So Buzz says whenever you pay 2 or less ink to play a non-character, draw a card and choose a card. So my brain is thinking, even if I'm putting down a 4-cost location and I'm paying the 1 ink, it will trigger Buzz because I've paid that. That's the cost I've paid. Whereas if you're paying 1 for free,
Yeah.
he says 2 or less. So 0 is less. So I think you're right. I think it still triggers, which is good.
Yeah.
And the most important question ever has been answered.
Absolutely. I think we should wrap it up there before we spin any more.
I start doing the spinning action.
Yeah. What I'm going to do to end off this video is there's lots of cards that we haven't talked about today, really fun and interesting ones. So I'm going to do like a little carousel to end off the video. So James and I will say goodbye. Like the video, comment, all that good stuff. Get the conversation going about all of these fun new cards.
Yeah.
And
What's everyone's favourite?
Yeah, and I'll leave you with the carousel so you can decide which one your favourite is. And we'll see you next week for another episode of Inkkery.
Bye!